Every dad I know is walking around with a secret weight on his shoulders. We all feel it, that low hum of inadequacy. We're supposed to be superheroes, right? The rock for our family, the provider, the ever-present fun-loving dad who never misses a game or a bedtime story. But the reality? We're running on fumes, chasing a never-ending to-do list. The world tells us to hustle harder, do more, sleep when you're dead. But what happens when you're already so tired you feel like a ghost in your own home? What happens when the only thing you have left to give is an exhausted sigh? I've been there. I've juggled a full-time job, a side hustle, and trying to be a good dad and husband, and I ended up failing at all three. But I found a different way. A way to slow down, be more present, and ironically, get more of the right things done. This isn't about working less. It's about working smarter so you can live more. We've all been sold a lie about productivity. It's an outdated model built for factories, not for fathers. The world tells you productivity is about a simple equation. Hours in equals money out. But for us, for dads, it's not that simple. How do you measure the value of helping your kid with their homework? Or the output of a late-night conversation with your wife? You can't. But because we can't measure it, we tend to dismiss it. We chase a feeling of being productive by checking boxes at work, by taking on more projects, and by constantly being busy. It's a way of proving our worth, but it's a trap. We're so focused on being a provider in the financial sense that we forget to be present in the relational sense. My own wake-up call came a few years ago. I was working a demanding job, trying to build a channel and volunteering on the side. I felt a constant pressure to be on. I was checking emails at the dinner table, taking calls during my son's soccer practice, and spending weekends hunched over my laptop while my kids played in the other room. One Saturday, my daughter walked up to me, tugged on my shirt, and said, "Daddy, are you busy again?" That hit me like a ton of bricks. In that moment, I realized my definition of productive was completely wrong. It was focused on external validation, on what I was doing for work, not on what really mattered. I was producing work, but I was failing to produce a life. I was missing out on the moments that actually defined my purpose as a dad. The answer isn't to hustle harder. It's to redefine what productive means for your life. It means prioritizing what's truly important. It means understanding that the most valuable work you do might not earn a paycheck. It might be the time you spend building a fort with your kids, coaching a t-ball team, or simply being available for your family. This is the foundation of what I call the present papa mindset. The modern world is designed to make you busy. There's always another project to start, another email to answer, another meeting to attend. It's a game of spinning plates, and for dads, the stakes are even higher. We're told we need to be a part of every group, volunteer for every activity, and somehow manage a flawless career at the same time. The result is a constant state of overwhelm. We feel like we're always running to catch up, but we're just running in place. This is what I call the overload tax. Every single thing you add to your plate, whether it's a new project at work, an extra chore, or a volunteer position, comes with hidden costs. It's the time you spend thinking about it, the emails you send, the mental energy it drains. This tax adds up, and it robs you of your most precious resource, your time. A few years ago, I decided to take a hard look at where my time was going. I kept a simple journal for a week, writing down everything I did. The results were shocking. I was spending hours every week on things that didn't matter. I was trying to manage 3 different social media accounts, writing a weekly blog, and taking on freelance projects that I didn't even enjoy. I was a content machine, but I was creating junk. So I decided to make a drastic change. I asked myself, what if I just focused on this YouTube channel? It felt reckless at first. My family relies on my income. What if this didn't work? But I was so tired of feeling like I was failing. So I made some hard cuts. I stopped taking on most freelance projects. I cut back my social media presence to just a few posts a week. I stopped writing my newsletter. All that overhead tax I was paying just disappeared. I gave myself back hours of my day, and guess what? I didn't suddenly become a failure. In fact, the opposite happened. By focusing on fewer things, I was able to dedicate my energy to what truly mattered. I started being more present with my family, and the quality of my work on this channel went up. I wasn't just working, I was creating with intention. This leads to the most important point of all. We live in a world obsessed with volume. The hustle gurus tell you to publish 5 articles a day, make 10 videos a week, and blast your message everywhere. But let me ask you something. Do you actually remember that fleeting TikTok you watched this morning? Do you remember the 10th blog post you scrolled past? The answer is probably no. When you churn out low-quality content just to stay visible, you become part of the noise. And as a dad, you simply don't have time for noise. Your time is limited and valuable. Every hour you spend on something is an hour you can't spend with your family, on your health, or on a hobby that recharges you. So, if you're going to spend that time, you have to make it count. The goal isn't just to work less. The goal is to create better work. This is the intentional creator mindset. When I started making fewer videos but spending more time on each one, my work got better. I was no longer rushing to meet an artificial deadline. I could think through my scripts, create better graphics, and truly focus on delivering value. And the feedback I got was incredible. People started telling me these were my best videos yet. But the real win? I started feeling proud of the work I was doing. I wasn't just checking a box, I was creating something I genuinely believed in. This applies to more than just content creation. It applies to your job, your hobbies, and your life. Instead of spreading yourself thin, choose 1 or 2 things you genuinely want to be great at. Don't be afraid to say no to everything else. This isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. It's the strength to protect your time and energy so you can pour it into what truly matters. Instead of trying to be a decent father, an average employee, and a mediocre hobbyist, you can be an amazing dad, an exceptional employee, and a masterful enthusiast. This is how you escape the hamster wheel and start building a life you're truly proud of. If you're tired of feeling overwhelmed, constantly busy, and disconnected from the people and things that matter most, then I want you to join the family. This isn't just a channel. It's a community of dads who are reclaiming their time and redefining what it means to be successful. We're figuring out how to be present, productive, and proud of the life we're building. Subscribe to the channel, and let's start this journey together.